Start recording.
Okay.
What's up?
Hi, guys.
Welcome back.
Thanks for tuning in again. Last week we talked about the new lenses coming out, and this week we're going to be talking about the.
I don't remember what we said. I don't remember what we said about that though.
Don't worry about it.
What did we say?
What the most important thing is? We're going to be talking about the big announcement that Fuji made, and that is the successor to that camera.
The two, but one of the two successors, because they for some reason decided to split it up.
Yeah, this one is called the X-H2s with an S at the end.
Oh, the
X-H2s.
The twos.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna call the other one, but
so let's just look at it. Do you have it? Pull it up. Let's look at it.
Okay, let me pull it up. Let me show people what we're cooking with here. My entire screen. Let's make sure no bad stuff is showing. Okay, good.
No bad stuff. What does that mean? What does that mean?
You know, just use your imagination.
All right.
Okay, so
right away, it looks like the GFX.
Like 100%.
Looks
It's
exactly
got the little
like the
screen. It's got the screen. Okay, I guess let's talk about this, because this is one of the things I've been hearing, is that it's lost its Fujifilm nostalgia.
The PSAM dial, is that what it is?
Yeah. I'm here to say, who gives a shit? Because if it's functionally better, then why does it matter?
Also, tell me something, like when I'm recording video, I don't need this dial. I don't use a shutter dial. Yeah,
unless you're an idiot and you click you shouldn't be changing your shutter speed anyway.
Yeah, with video you don't change it, so
it's completely useless.
If this is supposed to be a video focused camera, then
you don't need it.
You don't need it.
I mean, on my X-T4, I've already swapped the shutter dial for video to the dials on the front and back. So
you don't even use the top dial.
It becomes it's rendered useless.
But it looks cool.
Okay, yes, but after you rig it up and all that shit,
it's all gone.
It's all gone. I think the screen too, also to like see your settings, because on my X-T4, I have to look at the LCD screen to see my settings, right? Because
what do you mean? Because of the top screen. Yeah, the top screen. I mean, that's on this one, and that is very useful.
Right. So like on my X-T4, while yes, it looks super cool and retro, when I'm using videos, the top dials are rendered completely useless. So I can't look at the dials and know what like my settings are at.
This is rad too, because the video, the light turns on, and you can see in the dark. I just used it the other day.
Oh, right. Oh, that's right. It has that it's like the black ink e-screen.
Yeah, the e-screen, but it's got a light that brightens it up.
Yeah.
For nighttime.
So I get the argument, but if it's a video camera, it's not going to be around your neck like this most of the time anyway. Okay.
I agree. I agree completely.
And it still has the shape, you know. I mean,
I heard that. Did they make the grip bigger?
It looks bigger. What do you think? I don't know.
I think I read that they made it even deeper, which with my hands.
Yeah, it needs to be real deep.
It needs to be very deep.
Here's the top down.
Does that look deeper?
Yeah, it looks pretty deep. I mean, on this lens, it's coming out to the middle of it. I have that lens, so yeah, that's pretty good.
What lens is that?
Also,
is it the 50?
It's the 50.
Mm-hmm. I could put the 50 on
here. Yeah, I like it. I think the LCD screen is good. I like that the record button isn't the shutter button, because sometimes when you hit the shutter button, it's not registering correctly.
Especially you don't use the X-H1, but there's no click.
Yeah,
there's no click, so you have no idea whether you hit it or not.
Yeah, right. There's no confirmation. I'm hoping that button is,
I'm very
you've
excited.
pushed it, right? You've pushed it.
There's got to be a.
Because yeah, like when I'm hitting the shutter button on my X-T4, it's a smushy button because it's for photos. It's got the half press.
What it needs is the click of the joystick. When you press the joystick in like that. Can you hear that?
Do you think it's gonna have that click?
I hope so, because I need that confirmation. I hate that I hit the shutter and I have to look to see.
Yeah, no, I agree.
That it's recording.
We'll reach out to our Fuji guy and tell him that they should include that.
Do you think it's still not? You think they got production? They can still do it.
They'll recall all the boxes.
You know what sucks too? When you're looking at it top down like this. So look at mine.
Mm-hmm.
And you hit record on the X-H2. Oh, whoops! This is photo. When you hit record on the X-H2.
Gotta go back to here. Yeah.
Right.
Oops.
When you hit record on the X-H2 right here.
Yeah.
You can't see if it's recording because the eyepiece is in the way. So if you're looking straight down on it, you don't know if it's actually recording. Well, I turned on this tally light, thank God, but I need that click. I need that confirmation.
Yeah. So if it's video focused, then they better do some shit like that. Like let's forget about the nostalgia. Let's forget about, because you're not trying to catch the photographers with this camera, right?
Right.
It's like the photographers they want are like wildlife and sports photographers,
right,
which
right.
They don't give a fuck if it looks like a camera from the olden days,
Right.
So,
I mean, they should probably separate those lines. Like I like the design, but they don't have to be. Doesn't have to look just like
it. Doesn't. We wanted the cube, and we didn't get the cube. So
right. So my biggest complaint is they came out with another hybrid camera.
Another hybrid body.
And I think if they were going to do 2 X-H cameras, just do one that's like a cube.
Yeah.
And then do one that's the upgrade of this, so that you can do photo. And I like the idea. I like that it takes photos, and it could still take photos, but just fucking bump this thing out to there and put some XLRs on the side.
Yeah, people are going to be, I mean, that's what people are getting this for. So, I would agree. But again, it's like, we got to think about how small Fuji is, right? They can't just
true.
It's like, let's sell our 20 cinema cameras to the 20 people that use.
That's true. And actually, I guess they're probably looking at Panasonic, because Panasonic came out with that cube, the BG1.
Oh, they have a cube now. I didn't even know. Yeah.
And it didn't sell well at all. So I'm sure Fuji was like, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah, that's. I didn't realize. I have to look at that camera.
Yeah, it's called the B. If you look it up, it's called the BH1 or BG1 or something. Panasonic B.
When we run through the comparison cameras, let's pull that one out.
Sounds
and see
good.
What happens.
So
here's the back. Does yours still have the 3-way or?
It sucks.
It has the 3-way. Okay, yeah.
It's terrible.
I've been using this one. It's been good.
Yeah, the flippy. So if I'm shooting from this side, I just can't even see it.
Yeah. Right. That's super helpful. It looks like they moved the joystick, huh? That looks kind of a good spot for it.
I agree with all of the things they did as far as moving buttons. The joystick, I think, is better. They got rid of the Q button, so the Q button used to be here on.
That's where it was.
It was on the little thumbstick, the little bump out.
Yep.
I got it up here too, and they got rid of that because I would hit that all the time on accident, and I just turned it off. So.
And who uses the Q button anyway? Who uses the Q button?
I don't know. It's some people do. I think there are people who do, but I don't.
Yes, man. You can change any button to do whatever you want. So I see no purpose of bringing up a menu in the screen.
You couldn't on this one. This one has some limitations as to which buttons you can assign. Yeah. I think
that makes sense.
I think on this one, right, they decided that they're going to do all buttons are assignable. On yours, all buttons are assignable?
You can change whatever you want.
Yeah, on this one you can't change the Q button. You can't change you can change the front button. I don't know. Yeah, there's a few you can't change.
It's got the big AF on button. This is good for photographers. That's a good versus instead of half press, you use the back button focus. That's really helpful.
I've used that in video before too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for autofocusing.
Yeah, if you have the square on their face and you just don't even want to have to like zoom in and check, you can just hit that.
Hit it. So that's a good button too. It's a great button. That joystick looks nice and juicy.
Is that like the XT4 joystick?
Look at that. No, the XT4 has the original, the
old nub,
the little tip,
little nipple.
Yeah, it's very tiny. This looks good. I like
that. That does look good.
All right. Okay, that's the back.
I like the flippy.
Here you go, Mike. They gave you your wish.
Perfect.
I wasn't sure when you were saying that. I was like, I don't know, man.
I'm telling you, this is what every video people were asking for because those the little micro ones are so chintzy, like they just break so easily.
They'll pop right off. Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't had that experience yet, but I can already feel if I hit it just terrible.
Yeah,
just fucking rip the whole thing out.
Mine was the little tiny guy. Was yours the micro or the mini?
The mini. Yours is the micro, even smaller.
Tiny one.
And that's not. It's not gonna fly.
Would fall out all the time. It would just fall out, and then you just lose. And this camera, and I don't know if this camera does this. This is a big issue I had. Okay, if the HDMI fell out, it would stop recording.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd be in the middle of a shot. I'd be in the middle of a shot, and I accidentally hit the HDMI, and it stops.
And you're not recording out to HDMI at that point.
No. Right? So why does it stop recording? It should never. Yeah. The camera should never stop recording unless it runs out of battery or runs out of space or I hit stop. That's it.
Great. That's a great point. We'll put that in our list of notes.
I'm gonna try it out. I can't wait. Oh, by the way, we should tell everybody I pre-ordered it, so we'll have one.
Yeah, so we'll have one. Mike got it. I have not because I don't have the funds for one. But I would.
I'm putting it on a credit card, and I might just fucking return it if it doesn't do.
Yeah, I was thinking about selling maybe my XT4 for one, but I really like my XT4, and I don't know.
I'll tell you how it is. I'll tell you.
Yeah, it might be a lot better.
I kind of just want to get my hands on one, and then maybe I'll just return it.
See, yeah, giant HDMI.
They got both audio headphones and microphone.
Oh, yeah, great.
And the USB-C is huge.
Because who wants to plug in a USB-C microphone versus a regular line out?
I know, Jesus.
Makes sense. Okay, and then we got this new card, dude. Have you had experience with these cards yet?
No, but they look really expensive.
They're super expensive, but I hope they work better than SD cards. I've been having issues with my SanDisk SD cards with my XT4. I don't know what it is, but it's very frustrating. I've had multiple times where it's like gives me like a card read error. No. It's like
I bought the Fuji card. It works pretty well.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's like a counterfeit SanDisk. I don't think it is. But
I think with SD cards, it's so impossible to know.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like there's like a few. I've numbered them because I want to know now. Like, you know what I mean? Just I'm like.
So you know which one you're doing. Yeah. Yeah.
I've thrown away like two 128 like max speed ones. They're like $150 each.
The XT4 also shoots higher bit rate, so that might be the other issue. Then mine shoots 200 max. What does yours shoot?
Right. Yeah, 400.
Oh yeah. I mean that's crazy. That's nuts.
Okay, nice. Yeah, these look good. Yeah. I mean, okay, look wise and functionality.
Can we talk about the front?
I thought you wanted to talk about this little space.
Well, yeah, we'll go by that. I just have a quick mention on
where's
the front.
Here's the front.
They got rid of the little clicky manual, single, and continuous focus.
Oh, weird.
It's just a button.
Right here? So It's just a button.
Just a button.
So how do you swap this?
It toggles. So you just hit it. So you hit it once, it just switches to each one. You can reassign it, which I'm just gonna reassign it because I just use
You don't even do it.
I just use manual only. So.
No, you're an autofocus guy, dude.
Dude,
The autofocus better be.
I was on a music video shoot, and I was directing, and I had another guy shooting a DP, and he's like shoots like Lifetime movies for his job, right? So he's like legit. He has like a gear business. So he's like legit. He has all the gear, everything. He was shooting on an R5 on autofocus the whole time. And we had to do multiple takes just because the autofocus was like it's like, stop doing autofocus.
Why are people so afraid of manual focus these days?
Because they don't. Maybe they're not good at it. I mean, I
so.
know you're good at it because you've done it for me. Because you've done it for me before.
It's my favorite part of the whole thing.
It's the best part.
Right.
You choose like, oh, and then I'm gonna rack to this, and then I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna go right here. Yeah, let me get this little piece.
You're gonna trust it to. If your actor looks away from the camera, then the camera goes ooh. Ooh, ooh.
Where'd the eyeball go?
It's so dumb.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never done it. Everyone was, Fujifilm has said that the autofocus this is officially on par with all the autofocuses now, right? That's the whole thing. It's got that stack sensor or whatever that does focusing really good.
Right.
But for me, that doesn't. I mean,
people talk about gimbals too. It's like just set it to a distance and then stay at that distance. Don't move. Right. Don't get too close, and you'll be fine. Right. And close down a little so you don't have so much depth of field. It's just
agreed.
It just drives me nuts.
Agreed.
Anyway.
Yes.
So I like that I can assign it. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, go for it. Yeah.
I was gonna say I just like that I can assign it. I can assign it to anything I want.
Whatever you want. Yeah, because you're not gonna be swapping this. I mean, this is on manual.
The only time I touch it now is when I accidentally hit it and it goes to, or if I'm shooting photos, which is nice because now they have the ability, which we'll talk about, to set your photo and your.
Oh yeah, the X-H2 has that. It's great.
Oh, great. Dude, it's the worst on this. You have to reset all the settings after you switch.
That's not a hybrid camera.
No, it's not.
It's like you gotta. Yeah, I have that where I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take a quick picture, and then you just swap it, and it's got all. God, it's got what my dials are saying.
I wish I had that. I wish I had that.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, I get that it doesn't look super nostalgic, but that's not what this camera is all about.
I think it looks good.
I think it looks great. It's gonna be rigged up to be fucking. Oh, and you don't have experience with this, but the new battery in this is awesome.
Oh, that's perfect.
It's way, way better than that old piece of shit battery we were dealing with before.
I was impressed with the Canon battery actually on this shoot because Canon upgraded their battery, and it's like we shot on like all day on like 2 batteries. It was crazy.
That's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, it's way better. I don't know if it's that good, but it's definitely way better.
Okay, good.
And I mean, I guess while we're here, let's just talk about this real quick. Accessory fan.
Do you have a picture of the? Can you find a picture of the fan?
Yeah, let me Google it. X-H2 fan. Oh, there it is. $200 whole.
It's too much money, and apparently it doesn't overheat anyway. But anyway, to explain, you can like screw this thing on the back, and it'll cool the body, right?
It doesn't look that bad though. It's kind of
no, but you can't. The screen has to stay open, which is dumb.
Is it gonna be loud?
Apparently, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, like on my camera right now, because of how I have this stupid battery pack on, I have mine on like this on the side already, so that's not an issue. The fan could sit right there. I mean, there are days where it's like. I have had those multiple times where it's like actually 90 degrees outside and the camera is actually hot. And it's like,
oh really?
It gives like the temperature warning. It's like, yeah.
I've never had that with the Fuji, but
I'm getting hot, boy. I'm getting hot. And I'm like, oh god, my camera is about to fucking turn off.
Well, maybe in LA the fan is needed. You know.
You just get a used one for $100 or get one of those. I'm sure.
Yeah, that's what I did with the I bought the battery grip for like $100.
I'm sure China has already copied this and is gonna release.
Oh, 100%. That's true.
I mean, come on. I mean, 200 is not the worst, but goddamn.
I'm not getting it.
It should have just came with it.
I'm not getting it. It definitely should have just came with it. It should have just had it built in. They were talking about, oh, they don't. Some people are like, I don't like the fan holes. It's like, shut up.
Yeah.
Why?
See, you have to. Yeah, you gotta. It's tough for them because people complain. So now it's kind of best of both worlds, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I don't love it, but yeah, you're right. I mean, it's probably better that they.
You're not even gonna need it, dude.
I'm not gonna buy it.
Even... Oh look, how about this?
Oh, perfect. Just get one of those.
I mean, that's what's inside, right? It's just one of these encased in a $200 case.
Okay, well, when I get it, I'll definitely test out putting it. I have an extra computer case fan, so.
Yeah.
I'll just put it right here.
Plug it in like USB-C or something, dude, on the camera, so it'll run. Yeah.
I could get one of those squirt bottle fans too.
Okay, what else do we need? Okay, here we go. Price. And then here's where we can.
So I do think it's a little expensive.
$2,500. Okay. For $2,500 though.
I mean, maybe I don't know the comparisons, so let's do the comparisons, but
we got what does this camera offer? 6K, right?
Let's do specs first. Let's do specs.
Non-cropped 6K.
Full readout.
Readout.
The Jello is so minimal, dude.
Really?
Have you seen the reviews with the Jello?
I have not seen the Jello.
It is like
Jello is officially
it's like gone.
Thing of the past.
It's like gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks amazing.
That's really good to hear.
I know, dude.
I still see Jello a lot.
I hate the Jello, dude. I'll be like, I'll forget, and I'll be doing a shot. And I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna whip into this shot. I'm gonna do like a pan in, and then it's like, no, I can't do that because
the frame is fucking
looks
sideways.
so stupid.
Yeah.
So 26 megabytes is great. Megapixels is great. The stack sensor. So you heard about this?
I mean, I've heard about a stack sensor. What about it?
I don't know. Apparently, it's better.
It's the new shit. It's just way faster because it's like multiple processors on top of each other. Basically.
Yeah, and I think that's why the Jello's gone because they can read it. They can read it faster.
40 FPS with no blackout. Only 15 with the mechanical. Okay. That's fast.
I will never shoot 15, so that's perfect. 40? You could shoot a movie.
40? I don't know.
You could shoot how long can it shoot 40?
No blackout on JPEG, dude. I bet I can go as long as you want it to.
Dude, I'm gonna shoot a short film, 2 seconds at a time, full JPEGs.
I mean, it would look probably pretty sick.
It looks super sharp. It'd be sharp as shit.
So high def. Yeah. Okay. What is this? What is this?
So
HEIF.
So if you're doing a recorder like you have, right? You have the Atomos.
Yep.
So if you're doing an Atomos, you're getting HDR out now.
Oh wow. Okay.
So
that's cool.
And you have to have an Atomos that can record HDR, but that's pretty crazy. Like
10-bit.
That's crazy. Yeah, you're getting basically raw capture, raw video capture on the HDMI out. So I might get the Blackmagic. My ideal situation would be Blackmagic recorder. They have like one that does the Blackmagic raw. And then record out the HDMI with that, and then you get Blackmagic RAW.
Yeah, and that Blackmagic RAW thing is for another video because, like you were saying, I'd never even heard of it. But if we're talking 6K, like with 4K capture, I mean, it's eating up so much space.
Yeah, this you can just throw an SSD on it. And it's raw, and it's like about the size of ProRes, so it's not even that big. It's great.
Yeah,
it's perfect.
So. Obviously the image stabilization is better than it was.
I hope it's good. I hope it doesn't have that like the image stabilization like the
yeah. You can see it like kind of catch
when you hit the edge of the frame that you're like panning to. It's like jumps over. Panasonic, as much as I hate Panasonic, they have a tripod mode on their IBIS that is actually
looks good.
Pretty cool. Like you can just hold it still. If you hold it a little bit still, it like doesn't move.
Right. Yeah, they got the boost on this one. That's what I use the boost for usually when I'm hand holding.
Too, yeah.
We're getting full, no crop 60p.
Cool.
So
that open gate is cool too. Open gate.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
That's just full sensor, so it's like the size of the shape of the 3x2 picture.
Oh.
But 6K full recording.
Okay, see, that's big because I feel like when you're looking at everything, if it's not an actual cinema camera, it's always a crop of some sort of whatever the main thing they're offering.
Yeah, you're chopping the top and the bottom off. Like,
yeah.
This is then you don't have to make any choices about framing, really. You just sort of like capture it and you can reframe it in post. Pretty cool. DCI up to 4K up to 60 is, I mean, great.
It's got the crop, but that's
only 120, which is also fine. 4K,
which is also fine.
4K 120.
I use the 120 1080 on here, and I can really see the quality difference. So with the crop, I don't know who gives a shit because it's usually you're gonna be.
That's a special
120.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. I don't know if anyone else is offering with this.
I mean, I'll probably only use the 60 because the X-H2 doesn't have 60, and I don't really need more than 60 typically, unless it's something super crazy. Yeah.
I just like the look. I know it's not.
It's a cool look, definitely, but I just don't use it that often because it's too slow. Like people aren't doing I'm not shooting sports. Like if you're shooting sports, it's like great. Right. But like I'm shooting like I don't know, like an event, and then it's like.
Yeah, no, that's not. You don't need that. Oh, okay, yeah.
That was me drinking a beer in 120.
I didn't see it because I'm looking at the screen. Oh yeah.
No, sorry, I was just stupid. All right. Was that a hot dog? Is that a hoagie?
Yeah. Let's see. Choice of codecs. So this is in camera now.
Can't believe they got ProRes in camera. Damn.
Yeah. I mean, that's hot. That's hot.
ProRes is pretty good. I mean, I like RAW better, but ProRes works well.
And what are your thoughts about this?
It's crazy. I don't know. We'll see how that actually works. Although one of the YouTube guys I watched do a review was saying that it's like the highest dynamic range he's seen out of any camera ever. So, I mean, that's kind of crazy.
14-bit readout.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I gotta see. It's a lot, dude.
I don't know that I'm ever gonna need that, but I guess if it keeps some highlights that it didn't used to keep before, I'll take it.
The more information you have, the better it should look, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so but obviously to get all this shit, you're gonna have to cough up for
storage. Can we see how much those are?
Let's guess. 128 gig. I'm gonna guess it's $300.
I'm gonna straight up not have one for a while. Like after buying this camera, I'm not gonna have the money.
512 was only 180 for this this shit brand. And it's not. It's the same. It's the same.
Oh, that's not terrible.
It's exactly the same price.
That's the B. That's the B.
This is the B right here.
Oh, I thought they were like way more expensive.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, again, like maybe they were when they came out, but I haven't had a camera that has it, so I've never looked at the prices. So maybe
right.
256. Yeah, that's okay.
That's not
of course.
Bad. That's not bad at all.
The cooling fan for longer video capture times. Okay.
The cooling.
And then and then there's two battery grips. What is this one? The file transmitter grip.
I think it's got like an Ethernet port on it.
Oh, interesting.
So you can so here's what people. So I have a friend actually here who runs like a studio where they set it up for live streaming.
Yeah.
And they do it with Ethernet cables. So that like that Panasonic I was telling you about, the Cube has an Ethernet port, and you run that to your main computer, and then you have control over all the cameras. And I think that's what they're trying to do here.
Okay, that's pretty sick then, because
yeah,
I mean, who doesn't want that these days? That's something you.
Yeah, I mean, if you're doing live streaming, that's going to be great.
Right, you're just like, oh yeah, I have the fastest connection type to get multiple cameras together.
Right. I wonder how much people use it, but maybe.
Okay, so this is what we are getting for 2,500, which is expensive for a Fujifilm camera. My X Pro 3 was 1,400, not the Dura version. The Dura version I think is 18, and I think the X-H1 when it came out was also around 18.
18, yeah. Which is actually a steal for this camera, honestly.
Yeah.
So maybe it makes more sense than I'm letting on, but
$700. X-H1 was 4 years ago, and you get full 6K.
6.2K right, so open gate.
Let's see what the other guys are doing, because I don't keep up with camera shit other than Fuji, so I don't really know what.
Yeah, I do a little bit. So let's see.
I googled just cameras, and here is.
So is this new?
Canon's. I think this is Canon's flagship cinema. That's like not flagship, but this is their camera, the new one.
But this is Canon's website. Look at that rating.
Only 7 people in the world have purchased it,
and it's like 3 and change.
All right, let's go.
That's not a good rating if that's your flagship.
Here we go. 21 days ago.
Oh no!
Ruined by this blunder. The C is supposed to stand for Cine. Since Canon has addressed overheating issues by adding a fan, that's reasonable. Okay.
On the other hand,
it has a micro HDMI port.
Does it now?
That's what it says. Especially one-time use port, it will destroy itself in a few connect and disconnect cycles.
Essentially, a one-time use port.
It's in LA, dude, so you can't.
Dude, D. Gertie is fucking ripping this thing.
That means the R5C has, in essence, no video output. So forget your external recorder, monitor, viewfinder. Okay, so look, this guy's complaining about what you wanted Fuji to do.
And they did it. And that camera is $4,500. Does that shoot the 8K? It does shoot
full frame.
Oh, it's full frame.
8K.
People love full frame.
Yeah, I know.
Let's
see.
Does it crop on 8K? It probably crops.
Let's see. Self-cleaning filter, recording system.
It definitely crops on 8K, dude.
It can shoot raw. Okay.
Doesn't crop?
It shoots full raw if you want it to.
Internally?
I'm assuming so.
All right.
I'm assuming so. We'll have to look that up. Again, it's still $4,500. That's not including, it has an R mount, so you need to buy the adapter.
All new lenses or adapter, yeah.
Yeah, it's got the built-in fan.
That's beefy.
So size-wise, it's much bigger. I don't know. This looks like a good camera, but for $4,500, that's close to $5K right after taxes and everything.
Yeah, and then you've got that one-time use HDMI port. So.
I can't believe it. I can't believe you mentioned it. Okay, next. This is their new APS-C camera.
Look how big the mount is compared to the size of the sensor. Oh my God. It's tiny.
$900 though.
Yeah.
So that's really good. That's really, really good.
What's it shoot?
It shoots 6K, right? Is that 6K?
Yeah. What does this mean? I don't know what this stuff means. Small?
It's not saying if it's cropped or not on the website, actually. It wouldn't say it.
Yeah, they don't want people to know. We were just shooting, like I said, with R5 and 4K, it crops in like almost two times.
So let me.
Not the C.
You said R5?
It was the EOS. No, the EOS R we were shooting on. The EOS R.
Okay, EOS R5C crop. Whoa, Canon with crop mode. Oh God, who's this? Let's just move on. We'll talk about cropping another. Here is Sony's. Yeah, here's Sony's new FX3. I mean, I don't think this is new, but this is a pretty popular camera. It's just another square body.
Is a cinema camera? I've never even seen this camera.
It's a cinema. It's just 4K.
Is it tiny?
It's tiny. It's
cool.
Tiny.
It's not a bad setup. Cool.
Nah, this is nice. Like, this is kind of,
Look how much money it is.
Yeah, again.
And you got those Sony colors you got to deal with. So
here you go. Check it out.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I kind of dig that. It's just too bad it's the Sony colors.
I wonder if they. Here's your picture profile, Dave.
Dude, if you have to do a picture profiles comparison, then you know that you're working from a deficit of color. People don't trust you. People don't trust you to have good color.
Right. Still $1,300 more. Okay, so
that's so much money.
We're still.
Well, people will pay that for full frame, right?
I guess.
People love full frame.
This is a R7. This is $1,500 APS-C. It says an oversampled UHD 4K up to 30K. Cropped 4K 60. Okay, so
it is full. It's full readout, yeah, but it's if you do the 60.
Yeah. Okay, but it's not 6K.
I bet the Jello's terrible.
Yeah, we'll ask our Canon guy to send us a thing so we can look at it.
Yeah.
This is the camera you talked about.
So this is a little
500 still.
A little older. It's full frame, Panasonic. It's apparently pretty good, but I don't know. It's really expensive.
It never took off. Yeah, I think when it came out, I mean.
This is the cheaper one. Have you seen the more expensive one? The S1. Take the H off. It's like $6,000. Look, it's like. Oh no, that's the cheaper one. Never mind. That's the cheaper one. There's like a $5,000 one too, though.
The R. There's one with the R.
Yeah, maybe it's the R.
SR1.
S1R. No, it's the S1.
Oh,
S1. S1R.
S1R. Maybe not. No.
Oh yeah.
This one's on. This one's on special order.
That one comes with a lens. Okay, I thought there was like
still more. I think it was, dude. Again, this camera is.
Yeah, it's just old.
It's really old. It came out at least 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, I think it's just cheaper now.
4K 60. So still, I don't know what camera really compares to this. Like, everyone can talk about the price, and yeah, it's a little more expensive than a Fuji, but I have not seen a camera that offers this 6.2K full readout with the 4K 120, with the 4K 60, with the ProRes now in camera. I mean, all that is awesome.
I agree. They jumped to the front of the line. They just beat.
Right. And like these Canon ones, these are new, dude. This is a new camera.
Well, Canon comes out with like 6 cameras a year. So
that's the problem. When I was Googling Canon, I was like, I don't know what the lines are anymore. Like,
I was talking to the guy we were shooting. I was like, is that the R5? He's like, no, it's the EOS R. I was like, what the fuck is the EOS R? I've never even heard of this camera. Stupid. How do they do it? How do you think they do it? Release so many cameras.
They are because they want to capture every market, right?
So, every little level in between of people. Yeah.
So this is the beginner person who's never bought a camera before.
This is the T5 version of the
yeah. The guy goes to Best Buy, and the Best Buy guy is like, "Oh, perfect, $1,000 price range. Here's this with a $200 kit lens, and you'll be on your way."
Oh, it's a
to your,
it's
to your,
a 15 to 45 f
uh-huh,
3.5 to f
uh-huh.
5.6. So if you zoom in,
Yeah,
it'll
yeah. You will not understand how photography or video works at all. Yeah. Look at
just
this.
turn it.
Look,
No, go
look
to the
at
dials. Go to the dials on the top.
look at this.
Just turn it to
Oh
the
yeah, like
just turn it to the green one, and you'll be fine.
even this one's on the shutter priority. So
It's not a video
yeah.
camera, right? I guess it's not like it has
No,
video, but
look, it's got the button.
right, but it doesn't. But it's not like marketed only for video.
No. What kind of video camera is gonna be $980,
Yeah, I don't know.
dude? You think Canon is trying to do you a favor? Yeah, I don't fucking think
Yeah, I think
so.
you're right.
Yeah, Canon ain't doing no
All right,
favors.
check out
Ain't
that
doing no
BH1,
favors.
that Panasonic
Okay.
Cube. So this, I was saying, I thought Fuji should come out with a Cube, but I think you made a good point about why they didn't.
Oh my God, it's still so expensive.
It's so expensive, and it did not sell well.
And DP Review have something on this? I feel like they have the good overview at the very front. Okay, so it's a CMOS. Is it EFS?
EFS,
Oh wait, it's a Micro Four Thirds
Micro Four
though?
Thirds. Yeah, Panasonic only does Micro Four Thirds.
Ugh. Yeah, no thank you. No thank you. The cube, I mean, how small is this cube?
It's tiny.
Yes.
It's like
Maybe it's too tiny?
it's pretty small. It's smaller than my X-H1.
Uh-huh. 420 10 to 422. Yeah, see, I don't know. You're right. Like
It's
if
got the Ethernet port on it.
like the XH1 can still be bought as a photo camera, like a sick ass photo camera.
Right.
So this you can't.
No, yeah, you
You
wouldn't be
just
doing any. And I think the point you made, yeah, is like Fuji's too small to.
to be like, all right, here's this and here's that. Yeah, there's
Although
just no way.
I did read they were doing better now, like market share wise. You know?
I mean, people are diehards, right? That's the whole
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Where we love it. And we can talk about the 40 megapixel when that comes out, but that's the 8K camera. So we'll see what they're gonna offer with that shit.
It's supposed to
But
have better
yeah,
low light too. I mentioned that. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that.
interesting.
Like apparently
If you get both,
it's
both of those, then
right. It's usable up to no. This one's supposed to have better low light.
oh, this one
It's
got it,
supposed to be usable up to like even 6400. So
Ooh, see, you're gonna have to do some tests, and then when we get back.
the review I watched, he was like, I turned it up to 6400 and I recorded, and it has some grain, but I actually like how the grain looks.
Yeah, because it's still X-Trans.
It's still
The
the
grain on
X-Trans,
X, yeah, X-Trans. The grain on X-Trans looks natural.
And he was saying the colors don't shift, which is the big problem in the X-H1, is that when you go up super high on the ISO, the colors start to shift a little bit and change.
Ooh, okay, got it.
But this one apparently does not, so I think it'll be good.
Huh.
I'm excited. I like shooting in low light.
It looks amazing. I'll be honest. I kind of, after us talking about it right now, want to get one.
I know.
Damn it.
I was not gonna, and then I was like, I'm gonna get this. I just want to hold it. I just want to have it in my hand, right? I don't want to see it. I want to feel it.
Well, once you use it, let's get back on, and maybe you can record some samples and stuff, and we can talk about what it looks like.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
I think our initial, I think it looks awesome. I haven't really like looked at it like this either, like comparing it and all that stuff.
Right.
It looks cool.
If I don't have to buy if it doesn't overheat in normal use, I'll probably just keep it. But if it's like, if I'm recording like a 30-minute interview and it overheats,
there's no way, because I can record on my XT4 like without the overheating.
You don't have a record limit on the XT4, right?
I don't think so.
Because this has
pretty sure it doesn't.
This has a 30-minute record limit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Don't hold me to it. I can't remember, but we shot an interview the other day, but we did stop a couple times, so I was cutting. I don't know. But yeah, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, dudes. We'll come back once I snag the camera.
Yeah, we're gonna try to show up more. I'm gonna get my camera fixed and my mic fixed so that everything is a little bit better quality. But
yeah,
yeah,
this is fine.
Thanks for sticking with us. You know, last week's episode, the episode before that, and then now this week. So we're like 3 weeks in. Feels good. Feels really good.
We spent so much time getting the video set up for this. I don't know why this week we had such a problem because we've been doing it.
I don't know.
I don't know why it's weird.
It's weird. It's because, sometimes technology works and sometimes it doesn't.
And I'm sorry, I'm shooting on the Blackmagic. Once I get the X-H2, I'll start shooting on the X-H1 and we'll have Fuji.
Yeah, that's right. I should do this. And I'll get my Fuji working. We also decided that we're going to end every episode with a smooch. Okay, bye, friends.
Bye.